I'm Ryan Boyd. Me and my wife Glorianne are avid hunters and outdoorsmen. We also own a nuisance wildlife removal company. We have a deep respect for all wildlife and are passionate about conservation and helping people get out of the house or office and reconnect with our wild roots, which is how we believe God created us to live. We always have our hands full dealing with some kind of critter, so please join us and get ready. It's a wild life. Welcome to Florida, where we call home. Florida's 1,350 miles of coastline and warm weather year-round attract thousands of tourists each year. Around 1,000 people per day move to Florida, but most don't realize the wild place they're getting themselves into. Florida's subtropical climate makes it a perfect place for a vast population of many species of wildlife, including snakes, turtles, alligators, and wild hogs. Domestic pigs were first introduced into the state of Florida around the year 1539 by Hernando de Soto. Then in the 1800s, Eurasian wild boar were introduced into the southeast United States for hunting. Nowadays, most of the hogs we encounter are a mix between domestic pigs gone wild and Eurasian wild boar. There's really no way to estimate how many hogs are in Florida, but we do know that wild hogs are now in every county in the state. Not only do wild hogs carry many diseases that are harmful to humans, but they are also responsible for hundreds of millions of dollars in agricultural and landscape damage each year.
We're right behind the neighborhood. We got a pack of hogs right here. I'm within 15 yards of these hogs. They can see me, but they can't smell me. They don't have very good eyesight, so they're trying to figure out what I am. Pretty cool.
Hogs are a major problem in Florida, so we try to take them out any way we can, but our method of choice is with a bow and arrow. Let's join my wife Glorianne as we spot and stalk for hogs deep in the Florida swamp.
Alright, we found some pretty fresh hog creep right here. So we know hogs are definitely in the area.
That's hogs. Draw that. Wait. Draw. No. 25 yards. Take it. Yes.
I just shot a hog. This is nuts. This is the guy right here.
I'm a good guide, I'm just not a good cameraman.
He's an amazing guy and cameraman.
She's just being polite.
No way. I mean, yeah.
So we're on the back side of this pond. There's a gorgeous natural pond back here. And we're on the back side of it because I knew these hogs were crossing. They're not gonna come across the pond, so they're gonna come, they gotta come around the back side of the pond to cross. I just knew it would be a good kind of a funnel. And we're standing there. We get right here and we hear hogs in front of us, and I said, that's hogs. We heard hogs behind us at the same time. And we're standing in the intersection of the trail. There's actually a trail going this way and a trail going this way. And we're right at the intersection. And she made a perfect shot at 25 yards. Just a perfect shot. That was awesome. We're only about 800 yards in here. So, I'm not sure what the next step is. It's gonna be
Interesting.
fixing to get real.
Do you think this is about where he was standing? Oh, look at all this blood. Good grief. There he is. Awesome. There he is, little boar. Wow.
All right, we're riding down the road. We're going to get a hog out of a trap. The sun is just coming up. It is a beautiful Friday morning here in Northeast Florida, 58 degrees, which is nice and cool for us here in our area. But we've got a hog in a trap, and it's gonna be a little bit different than we normally do it. Usually when we catch a group of hogs, we'll hook up the trailer and actually run all the hogs through a chute into our trailer, load them up, shut the door, we don't have to touch a hog. But with this situation, it's one boar. We're in a spot where we can't really get the trailer. It's a tight spot. It's on the backside of a pond where a lot of hogs come and do a lot of damage. So we're gonna go hands-on with them. And then we use what we call hobbles. And these hobbles just go around there like straps, kind of like handcuffs that hold the hog's legs in place. He can still move around, he can still move his legs, and they can actually stand up with these hobbles on, but they keep them from being able to run off so that they basically hobble them. They can hobble around, but they can't go anywhere. I love the system that we use. We use a cellular system, so we have a cellular camera. It's a game camera that is triggered by motion and heat. So anything alive that walks in front of it, it takes a picture and it sends it to my cell phone. And it's programmed to send the picture about every 2 to 3 minutes. So what I did is I waited on that next picture, got that next picture that came in, saw the hog in the trap, hit the close gate button, and it's pretty cool. Within about 10 seconds, that gate drops, and it's all controlled cellularly. So it's pretty interesting, pretty cool how far technology has come in the trapping world. Big boy. Glad y'all came.
Yeah, I'm glad we had
Look
that.
what he just did. Hey, buddy. Buddy. He is a big. Yeah, he's a good 180 pounds, 170, 180 pounds. Now, he hit this fence. You see what he did over there. Hey, Bubba. Hey, buddy. You are helping.
Please be safe, boys.
We're here to save you. Hold on a sec. Hold on just a second. Quit biting my rope. Grab it. Whoa, that was free. He touched my finger. Whoa. Yeah. You hold that part of it. We've got him roped. So we've got him roped around his chest right now. Which what we want to do is actually get a rope around his neck. And what it does, it chokes him out, kind of just, it wears him out very quickly. Allows us to handle him, it's just safer. This is a big boar hog, probably 180 pounds, real solid. He's a lot stronger than any of us. So we do want to try to choke him out, and it'll just kind of basically sedates him. Just lightly choke him out. Got him? Michael. All right, give me a little slack. Big boy. Here, you hold these back legs. What we want to do is come under. He's a big boy. Grab the opposite leg. Flip him over. All right. There we go. Cut him off. All right. So he is hobbled. We'll go ahead and get these ropes off of him. He'll still be able to move around a little bit, but he's not beat. I got the head. Never know. I mean, it's a man-made hobble. Anything man-made is never perfect. So you never want to let your guard down, because this hog could potentially kill you without question. You got a tick on your eye. You ever had a tick on your eyeball?
Those are the worst.
Be careful.
I just got my foot too close to his mouth, and he's just chewing down on my boot. See how he's chewing? Exactly what that hog did on my finger. He's just chewing like that, grinding. If a hog gets a hold of you, you are not getting whatever's in his mouth back until he chooses to let go. He's got my boot in his mouth. He won't let go. Luckily, luckily he doesn't have my toe. Grab it. Grab it. Give me my boot back. Hey. 1, 2, 3. Careful for your face, Michael. I got him.
Mike.
You good?
Yeah,
Everybody safe?
That's Lindsay Loham. She's over there chowing down on some food right now. We're keeping her occupied while we put this big guy in here with her. We're hoping they'll get together, breed, and have some babies that are half wild and half domestic with that good marbling in the meat. Berkshire's known for a lot of marbling in their meat, good amount of fat to meat ratio. So wild hogs are pretty much all lean. So we're gonna hopefully have some good meat quality, and he's gonna have a good time in here over the next couple months getting to know good old Lindsay Loham. Look at these cutters. I mean, that's what will kill you right there, is these jagged, sharp cutters. Those are gut hooks. And he's got his eyeball on me. And they're very accurate with those things too. That's what they use to defend themselves. That's what they use to fight with other hogs. And that can kill you. It's the most dangerous part of the whole deal. I've got to get out of here before he jumps up. So here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, great.
Holy crap.
Found the weak spot.
So we put this hog in here, and within 10 seconds, 5 seconds, he hit the weakest point. He found the weakest point. I don't know if it was just luck on his part or what. Really luck on our part that we found it now and not later, but he hit this and busted it open. Luckily, he didn't go through it. But, man, these boar hogs are just so tough. I gotta run around this whole pen, make sure everything's rock solid. But he's already starting to relax, and he's gonna root up a bunch of that dirt. Eventually, he'll lay down in that nice, cool, soft dirt, cool off, and he'll get to know her pretty quick.
Hey, I'm Gloria Ann, and I'm actually, most people don't know this, but I'm a registered dietitian in the state of Florida. So there's nothing better that I love to do than actually search and gather for my own food or hunt my own food, because I know where it comes from. Nothing better than pure, fresh, organic, hormone, antibiotic-free meat that I know where it came from. So I love that part about hunting and being able to cook our wild game. And then not only, you know, the pork that you would buy in stores is full of hormones, full of added things, but a nice hog that you shoot out in the wild is going to be super lean. So with these types of cuts of meat, they are lean, so you have to cook them with a lot of moisture to make sure that we get them real tender and falling apart. So the recipe we're going to show you today is our absolute favorite for wild pork. You can use it on either a pork shoulder or a pork ham. Today we're using the pork shoulder that I have from the hog we shot the other day. So what you're gonna do, it's a crock pot recipe, which are definitely my favorite for those busy lives we lead. All you have to do first thing in the morning, you throw everything in the crock pot. So what we're gonna do, just put your ham or shoulder in the crock pot here. You do wanna make sure it fits. And so all this is really all the ingredients that are in this recipe. So taco seasoning, I've got a half a cup of taco seasoning. So you're just gonna pour this on here. We'll rub everything in here in a minute. But you just want to make sure everything is nice and covered. So we'll flip that too to make sure both sides get covered. Yum, it already smells so good. I love tacos. Tacos are my favorite. And then a little bit of brown sugar. We've got organic brown sugar here. This is 3 tablespoons. And of course you can modify this depending on how big your ham or your shoulder is. And then the last couple things are just some mandarin oranges. And I actually just dumped the whole thing in there because we do want that moisture in there. So we've got mandarin oranges, and we've got some pineapple chunks or tidbits, whatever is most available to you. 1 can of each of these, so super easy. Dump it all in. And 2 cups of orange juice. So this is a half a cup measure, so I'll do 4 of these. So we want that nice liquid broth for it to just slow cook in all day long while we're working hard. I'll just finish this off. So just 1 rough chopped onion is what we like to use. You can add more, make it less, whatever to your taste preference, but about 1 since it's a pretty big shoulder. So I'll add this to the pot. It's looking good. And I'm taking the easy way out today. I've got the pre-minced garlic that you can just get in the store. It does save a little bit of time, so I'm just gonna use a tablespoon of that. All right, you guys, as easy as that. So low and slow is the key for wild pork because it is so lean, like I was mentioning, low and slow, a lot of moisture. You wanna make sure this is cooked all the way through because it is pork, unlike, you know, venison or red meat where you can do it medium rare. So we do wanna make sure this cooks all the way through. And so we're gonna head out for work and we'll check back in 8 hours to see how things are looking. So we're back, and oh man, being greeted by this warm aroma of pork tacos is super exciting. And even better, dinner's already done. All we gotta do is shred it and put it together. So let's take a look at what we got. Oh, you see that steam? Smelling good. So as you can see, most of the meat already fell off the bone here. So that's exactly what we want. That low and slow cooking to break up all those connective tissues, give us the meat that we want. So when it falls off the bone like that, it's hard to transfer, but here we go, perfect. So yeah, so just shred this up, and as easy as that, you are ready to serve. But yeah, this is a great recipe for if you're having people over, for parties, or you know, even just family, friends, whatnot. Always a hit with everyone. It's so easy. I think we're ready to assemble our tacos. Ew, that's hot. Careful, it's hot. We've got all the options tonight. I got a soft taco, hard taco, and if you're feeling nachos, you can make a plate of nachos, but I mean, look at this, love it. Yum. And of course you can dress it however you like. I got lettuce, tomato, guacamole, sour cream, cheese, one of our faves, Valentina's sauce, a little bit of hot sauce. But top them however you like and enjoy, because it's gonna be good. All right, the moment of truth, y'all. Not supposed to talk with my mouth full, but that is delish. Never fails. Definitely a surefire recipe. You can't mess it up.
Good stuff. Trust me.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe and make sure to join us on the next episode so you can see the crazy situation that this alligator got himself into.